The world energy market is one traditionally dominated by men. Yet today in Nigeria, there is a quiet revolution taking place. Off-grid energy is making inroads into areas left underserved and unserved by the big players. And at the helm of this revolution stand some women facing a multifaceted challenge: increase access to energy products and services for the neglected areas, combine it with job creation, and at the same time, help reduce the impact of climate change. This series speaks to several women who are doing just this. Anita Otubu is head of the Program Management Unit of the Rural Electrification Agency, Nigeria, where she is leading the charge in the deployment of sustainable solutions. Here she explains why sustainability is key to deploying off-grid projects.
Anita Otubu is currently the head of the Project Management Unit for the Nigeria Electrification Project. She's also a member of the Advisory Board for the Universal Energy Facility, as well as a member of the United Nations Office of the Special Advisor on Africa's Knowledge Network. Sustainability is key in deploying off-grid projects, especially as the globe seeks to achieve net zero. For Nigeria, essentially the role of off-grid power, which tends to consist or comprise of renewable energy technology, it's so important for these projects to be successful, to be effective, to be sustainable towards essentially sustaining the globe. The experience has been fantastic, being able to work on impactful projects, from conceptualization of those projects to the implementation of those projects, operations and maintenance, and thereover handover. A mini-grid developed by GVE in Plateau State under the Nigeria Electrification Project. Attending the commissioning of that mini-grid and just looking at the faces of the children who now have the school facilities powered as well. Obviously the schools are within these communities and obviously the adults, the community in general. So it's been a great experience. I believe women play multiple, if not all roles, in ensuring that energy access is sustainable. For example, from the distribution end or from the grid end, you have a lady who currently heads Ikeja Disco, the distribution company in Lagos. You have Damilolo Gumbi, who's heading Sustainable Energy for All, which is essentially, who oversees essentially access to energy globally. Even down to actual engineering too. Let's not leave out the female engineers amongst us in NDPHC. Women are not limited, essentially, they can play any role. So policy development and programs. As you're developing these policies, as you're developing these programs, you need to ensure that there is a gender inclusive level of balance, so sector participation, more women in the sector making key decisions, right? Us to promote a gender-responsive monitoring, accountability and review framework within the sub-region to ensure that, women are carried along. As a result of the current pandemic, COVID-19, we had redesigned the Nigeria Electrification Project to include what we call the COVID-19 and Beyond program, which seeks to provide reliable and clean power to isolation and treatment centers, as well as primary healthcare centers. We know that with these solutions that we've put in place, the healthcare facilities will be well equipped and prepared to take on such cases towards effectively discharging of their duties, which ultimately is to save lives. I was able to break the ice of a male-dominated sector through the assistance of other leading women in the sector. That really certainly helped. And also just, I guess, being humble amongst those that are probably more experienced and knowledgeable about the field than you are. So I guess my advice would be for women to understand that there is nothing that they can't do. It's very important that we, as women, uplift one another in this sector.